Welcome to Pure Mind Think. In the heart of America, where highways stretch like veins across the landscape, a unique phenomenon began to take shape, a traveling apologetics roadshow designed to engage, educate, and inspire. This was not merely a series of events, it was a movement, a mission to rekindle the spirit of inquiry and faith in a nation often caught in the crossfire of skepticism and belief.
As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden hue over the sprawling fields of the Midwest, the first stop of the roadshow was set in a quaint town, where the community gathered in the local auditorium. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. Families, students, and curious minds filled the seats, eager to explore the intersection of faith and reason. The stage was adorned with banners that bore the words truth, faith, and reason, a promise of the night's exploration.
The host, a charismatic figure with a passion for dialogue, stepped onto the stage. He welcomed the audience with a genuine warmth that immediately put everyone at ease. "Tonight, we embark on a journey together," he began, "a journey not just of ideas but of understanding. We will tackle tough questions, confront doubts, and seek to illuminate the path of faith with the light of reason." His words resonated deeply, setting the tone for an evening of exploration.
The first segment of the evening focused on the existence of God, a question that has echoed through the ages. The host presented a series of philosophical arguments, weaving together the thoughts of ancient philosophers and modern thinkers. He spoke of the cosmological argument, the moral argument, and the teleological argument, each one a thread in the rich tapestry of belief. The audience listened intently, some nodding in agreement, others furrowing their brows in contemplation.
A young woman in the front row raised her hand, her voice trembling slightly as she asked, "But what about suffering? How can a loving God allow so much pain in the world?" The room fell silent, the weight of her question hanging in the air. The host paused, acknowledging the depth of her inquiry. He spoke of the mystery of suffering, the concept of free will, and the idea that pain can lead to growth and understanding. "Faith does not erase our questions," he said softly, "but it can provide a framework through which we can navigate them."
As the night progressed, the discussion shifted to the reliability of Scripture. The host shared insights into historical context, archaeological findings, and the transmission of biblical texts over centuries. He emphasized the importance of understanding the Bible not just as a religious document, but as a historical narrative that has shaped cultures and societies. The audience was captivated, leaning forward in their seats, eager to absorb every word.
A local pastor, inspired by the conversation, took the microphone to share his own experiences with the scriptures. He spoke of moments in his life where doubt had crept in, where the weight of questions felt unbearable. Yet he recounted how those very doubts had led him to a deeper understanding of his faith. "It's in the wrestling with questions that we often find the most profound answers," he said, his voice steady and reassuring.
The roadshow continued its journey across the nation, stopping in cities large and small, each community unique, yet united by a shared desire for truth. In the bustling streets of New York City, the venue was a packed theater, where the energy was palpable. Here, the conversation turned to science and faith. The host invited a renowned scientist to join him on the stage, sparking a dynamic dialogue that captivated the audience.
The scientist spoke passionately about the wonders of the universe, the intricacies of creation, and the beauty of discovery. "Science and faith are not enemies," he asserted. "They are two lenses through which we can explore the same reality." The audience erupted in applause, and questions flowed like a river. "How do you reconcile evolution with creation?" a young man asked, his curiosity evident.
The host and scientist engaged in a thoughtful exchange, discussing various interpretations of creation narratives and the harmony that can exist between scientific understanding and spiritual belief. The conversation illuminated the idea that faith does not require the rejection of reason, but rather invites a deeper exploration of the mysteries of existence.
As the roadshow traveled south to the vibrant city of Atlanta, the atmosphere shifted once again. Here, the focus turned to social justice and the role of faith in addressing societal issues. The host invited local leaders who had dedicated their lives to serving the marginalized and voiceless. They shared powerful stories of their work, illustrating how faith can be a catalyst for change.
One speaker recounted a moment that forever altered her perspective. "I was in a neighborhood where hope seemed like a distant dream," she said, her eyes shimmering with emotion. "But through faith, we found the strength to believe in a better future. Together, we worked to uplift our community." The audience listened, rapt, as she spoke of love in action, of faith that moves beyond the walls of a church and into the streets, empowering individuals to create change.
The roadshow was not without its challenges. In some places, skepticism was palpable. In a college town, a spirited debate erupted among students who questioned the very foundations of faith. The host welcomed the dissent, encouraging open dialogue. "Doubt is not the enemy of faith," he reminded them. "It's a part of the journey. Let's explore these questions together."
In the face of opposition, the host remained calm, guiding the conversation with grace. He emphasized that faith is not blind acceptance, but an active pursuit of truth. "We are called to ask questions, to seek understanding, and to engage with the world around us," he said, inspiring many to reconsider their preconceived notions about faith and belief.
As the roadshow made its way to the West Coast, the final destination was a sprawling city known for its diversity and innovation. Here, the conversation turned inward, focusing on personal faith journeys. The host encouraged attendees to share their stories, creating a tapestry of experiences that reflected the complexity of belief.
A middle-aged man stood up, his voice trembling as he recounted his struggles with addiction and how faith had been his anchor during the darkest moments of his life. "I was lost, but through a community of faith I found hope," he shared, his vulnerability resonating with many in the room. The audience erupted in applause, a testament to the power of personal testimony in the realm of faith.
As the roadshow concluded, the host reflected on the journey. "We have traveled across this great nation, encountering questions, doubts, and stories of faith," he said, his voice filled with gratitude. "What we have discovered is that faith is not a destination but a journey that invites us to explore, to question, and to connect with one another."
The final night of the roadshow was a celebration of community and connection. Attendees mingled, sharing their thoughts and experiences sparked by the conversations that had unfolded over the past weeks. The air was filled with laughter, camaraderie, and a renewed sense of purpose.
In that moment, it became clear that the roadshow was more than just a series of events. It was a movement towards understanding, a call to engage with the complexities of faith and reason in an ever-changing world. As the sun set on the final day, the host stood outside the venue, reflecting on the journey. He felt a profound sense of hope, knowing that the seeds of inquiry had been planted in the hearts of many, and the conversations would continue long after the roadshow had ended.
In the end, the Apologetics Roadshow became a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in uncertainty. It reminded individuals that faith is not a monolith, but a mosaic of beliefs, questions, and experiences. It encouraged a culture of dialogue where skepticism and belief could coexist, fostering a deeper understanding of the human experience.
As the wheels of the tour bus rolled away, The echoes of laughter and conversation lingered in the air, a testament to a journey well-traveled, a journey that had only just begun.
If this video inspired you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to Pure Mind Think for more video. Thank you.